Hello and welcome to Kerbal System. Today I have been messing around with the Normandy SR2 mod again, which is of course broken, and I figured out that you can make it work in KSP 0.90. It has the same stupid collider issue where it sinks into the ground that it had with, what was it called? It had with another version I tried, and it also, well, yeah, it had that, and it had some new additional issues that it didn't have last time, such as inability to control the vessel and inability to do much of anything else. That's why you see the debug toolbar up there, because I actually spent several times reloading the database. Because here's a trick you can do if you're modifying parts. If you're ever working on a mod and you want to modify parts, you want to have database overview open, and right now it says cannot reload in this scene, and that's because we're actually flying a ship. But if we were in a scene where we could reload, aka in like the tracking center I believe, and the main scene where it's like your what do you call it, at the KSC, like your main scene, if you were in one of those places, this thing has very strange actions with the oh yeah, it's because I have time warp all the way up, so I'm gonna turn that off a moment. Okay, let's just aim. Dude, I'm aiming straight down now. I want to see what happens when I just fire this thing straight into the planet at full force, because I think it would be funny. And now I'm going to tell it to point prograde, which is slightly off from the planet, so actually I'm just going to, whoops, hold on, there, let's do that. Okay, there we go. Anyhow, there's a button that will show up here in the debug toolbar that allows you to reload all the part configuration files, because everything else is already loaded, like all the models and everything. It takes a lot less time than restarting the game, and you can tweak the configuration files to see if you've got everything set up right, and then keep playing with it. And so yeah, that's what I was doing. Also, if you didn't know, the debug toolbar, push and hold Alt and then hit F12, and that's how you bring it up or send it back down. Things you might not have known. Sorry if I sound a bit grumpy right now. I'm kind of just woke up. I had to have a lie down for a couple hours because I got 3D sickness. Yay. From watching a NerdCube video with GTA 5. Okay. Turning the time warp down. Oh yeah, this ship also has a horribly annoying bug where it locks your time warp, basically. Why did I turn off the throttle? Oh well, whatever. As I say, why did I turn off the throttle? Because now we're not going to crash in a horrible epicness. Oh, we still might. Actually, oh. Yeah, and now it's a submarine again. If you remember in my last video where I was playing with this, it was a submarine. It was hilarious, because it turns out this thing works just about as well underwater as it does above water. Although it does move a lot slower underwater. And then here's the collider issue, because the actual vessel thinks it's right about there, a tiny little dot in the middle. Now we're suddenly going faster, because that's where we actually came out of the water, even though the vessel is much bigger than that. And if I go crash it into the land, you'll see what I mean. Anyhow, the reason I'm playing with it again today is that someone on that other video commented that I should try flying it with FAR and see what that does with it. So right now I'm not doing that. Right now this is still stock aerodynamics, because I was trying to get the part working first of all, because first of all you have to find a download for it, which means you have to go, that was a nice landing, if you can call that a landing. First you have to go, find it on I found it on the site called, what is it, kerbal-space-parts.com. So it's like a rip-off mod park. Oh yeah, this thing can survive like any impact too, which is kind of funny. Oh, I just fell through the planet. Oh, goodbye, Norm. Oh yeah, it's gonna hit the water still, because I didn't break the planet like Danny does. I just fell through it. That's and now we're sinking very slowly. That's interesting. I guess we'll, oh hey look, there's the little like blue core of the planet. We'll reach the blue core if I let it keep going. Actually, now I'm curious what'll happen if I let it just keep going. Oh, but the camera won't follow it all the way down there, because the camera's gonna be like, no, but there's ground here, because the camera's smart even though the craft fell through. So yeah, actually I'm gonna have to stop. But yeah, it's this weird website that I had to find it, and I had to config edit to get it to work as well as it does. And now we're loading up KSP again with Ferrum Aerospace installed. And the reason I'm talking and even recording during the loading screen is because I want to mention something else completely unrelated. There's this song called Solar Motel by The Flashbulb. It is really amazing, and I was listening to it just before starting recording, and I felt like I should mention it and maybe link to it in the description of this video because it is amazing and I like to share amazing music, and because I was kind of doing that in the middle of the video I recorded yesterday. Yesterday was Ace Combat 4 episode, and because that was on my PS2 and it's not recording PC audio, I was able to listen to some music on the PC while I was playing it. And so I was like, oh, I'm listening to this track, oh, you should check it out. And then I put a link in the description. It was a track by Snepid called Watch in Awe, which I also highly recommend if you haven't already checked it out. Alright, so this is a save that's actually based off of a save where I work on a lot of things, so that's why you see all this other crap in here. In fact, I've scrolled far too down in the list because I saved the Normandy under Normandy, which, yeah, look at it. It's costs an insane amount and it has a very high mass and it's big and horrible. And here we are. As you can see, the collider issues remain. But it flies now, and Ferrum Aerospace doesn't know what to do with it. Yeah, so Ferrum Aerospace cannot fix this mod. This mod is horribly broken no matter what you do with it. Oh well. Oh, no, go slow, go slow, go slow, go slow. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna bump into the runway and exploderize it, aren't I? Oh, I didn't. Well, that's a change. Oh no, did I just sink through it? I did briefly, but I managed to get back out. Yeah, so unfortunately, this mod is completely unusable. I wish someone could go back and fix it and make it work properly and everything, but I doubt anyone's going to, because, see, the giant issue with this mod, the whole reason it never really got updated or redone or whatever, is Squad realized they really couldn't have it on the spaceport, and Curse couldn't have it on their website, and probably the developer of the mod himself realized, oh wait, you know what, I can't actually do this because it is using assets from another game. If not directly from the game, then it's using the intellectual property of another game, and thus is not, you know, like legal or something like that. So this mod died in a fire and stayed dead. Although the fire went out, you know, cause yeah. Analogies. Thanks for watching. As always, see you in space. Hello, hello, goodbye, hello. Oh, you should check it out, and then I put a link in the description. It was a track by Snepid called Watch in Awe, which I also highly recommend if you haven't already checked it out, which you haven't because no one watches my videos unless they're Kerbal Space Ram. But this is just ridiculous.